But this is not about self-sufficiency, ladies and gentlemen, because the government in Victoria are experts at the import-export business. That's what they're into, is bringing stuff in and sending stuff out. This is not about self-sufficiency. This is about manipulating BC Hydro so that it makes it profitable for private power to come in. And that's exactly what has happened. And I could go through the details of how they've done that. Jeff has mentioned a lot of it already, so I won't bother. But it's a sham that's going on. And people of British Columbia are fortunately, and I'm so pleased to see it, are starting to catch on to the sham that's being put upon them by this government. And so there are a lot of, let's say, less than completely forthcoming statements in the information that you folks have put up. Well, one thing, by the way, if you want to know, it actually is on the net, the profit that this company is due to make. Profit that the company tells the investors in New York anyway that they're going to make after expenses are paid, $947 million. Almost $1 billion. That's the profit. So it's not chump change. And that's why these companies are all over our province, sewing up every river they can get their hands on, because they think that there's a lot of money to be paid. And between the government and the private power producers, the money that they basically are extorting through BC Hydro, 88 to plus dollars per megawatt hour, is what's going to be one of the big reasons, folks. They're going to be driving your power, your bills up by 25% over the next 2 years. You're looking at the people that are largely responsible for your bill going up. You know, we talked about access last time. I want to talk about that a little again, because that's a huge issue to the Upper Pitt, is the access to that area. Right now, it's very hard to get there, and that's much of what keeps it pristine. Your project, through this park boundary adjustment, as you euphemistically call it, is going to bring all kinds of access to the project. And you try to say that you're going to bring in helicopters to lessen that impact. Well, you've already said you're going to put a road right into where you build a dam. You're putting a road, I'm pretty sure, are you not, into your intake on the other side, which is a related company that's building that on Crawford Creek. Is that not the case, that you're bringing a road further into Crawford Creek, or your related company, Mr. Kuczynski?
On the west side of the park on Crawford Creek, is that where you're?
That's right.
There is an existing Forest Service road on that side.
There's an existing road that's partially decommissioned, that according to your reports, you say you're going to improve the access. And I want to know, though, that if you're going to bring that road into where the intake is on Crawford Creek.
Well, I think one of the key issues that came up through our preliminary discussions was access. We fully recognize that access is a key issue.
Is that a yes then?
Yeah. Can I finish what I'm about to say?
Yes,
when we were designing the transmission line, you will note that there is a cliff at the boundary of the park on the west side of Crawford Creek that prohibits any access over the pass. That's one of the ways that we're trying to minimize potential impact and access to that corridor.
So you are bringing a road then into the intake of Crawford Creek?
The intake is further down, and we do not have a road that's in proximity to the park.
Mr. Chairman.
The question was, I'll ask it one more time. I would really like you to give me a clear answer. Are or are you not bringing a road into the intake, or your related company, bringing a road into the intake at Crawford Creek, as you are on Seed Creek?
Chairperson, can they stand up when they speak to us? We stand up and we speak to them. Can't they show the same respect and stand up and speak to them?
Just to address your comment regarding the road at Crawford Creek, the road is pre-existing. It needs the upper bridge replaced, and the road goes to about 100 meters from park boundary already.
So you're going to be improving the road that's already there.
To get access to the Crawford Creek intake, there would be improvements to that road.
Yeah.
That's right. So what you're doing is you've got access to Crawford Creek. It's a flat pass. You're going to get all kinds of ATVs and snowmobiles dealers in there. And you guys know that. There's no way that you're going to prevent it. In fact, one of your proponents said in their report, we would like to get snowmobile access to the park. That was your consultant that said that. So then you turn around and try to tell us that, you know, you're somehow going to magically prevent more access to the park. You're not. You're increasing it. And that's wrong. That's totally wrong, because I don't know if the fly fishermen are here, but what they said to us before is that when that happens, the fishery in the Upper Pitt, as you know today, will be gone in 10 years.
It will be done.
There you go. That you folks started becoming a lot more forthcoming with what's going on. And as far as the fishery goes, and Dan, I'm sure, can talk about it more, but I think I understood you to say, one of you, that the dam, the weir, was likely to fill up. Is that correct? With gravel? Okay, so then you were going to be bringing heavy equipment in there to scrape the gravel out of the dam, is that right?
Mr. Jacobs, I'm going to respond to that. There are a long line of your constituents.
I've got some technical questions for you that you apparently don't want to answer. Are you going to be bringing heavy equipment in there to remove that sediment then?
No.
No. How is it going to be removed?
We don't know. You stand up,
Would
please.
you like the man to answer?
Yeah, when he stands up.
The sediment is designed to fill up the intake where it just any excess just rolls over the top.
And what size of sediment is going to roll over the top?
Well, we saw some boulders as big as in a storm event in 2003 in Brandywine Creek, the size of an Austin Mini.
Okay, well, I think the speaker behind me has something to say about that. But we definitely need some more straight answers from the people. We've got tremendous concerns, and I would like, as I said in Pitt Meadows, I would like you to do the right